better. Thank you.
These wards look fairly new. A witch?
A Haskell, more likely. Let's be careful.
Welcome to the stream. So we will be running Banishers part 6 today. I'll be dropping, like I said in the title, that the game difficulty too easy. Hola, wie geht es? Und schnell das Krankenschein ist. Just to be able to get on with it, as the game, the fighting is okay, but there are a little bit of sponges. So to hurry up and get the game done. Schade, zonder gezond, dat is krank in. Volgens mij, ik lieve. The story is good, the fighting is okay, but yeah. The enemies are a little bit meh. Or maybe even go to story and just run through it. Ich hatte hier 39 Grad Fever oder selbst, ne? 39 Grad. Autsch.
Doors blocked on the other side. So I also checked the Steam stats for the game. It has really good reviews. The only problem is, I think it had a peak concurrent players of 3,000 for the first 2 days, and then afterwards it kind of crashed. So it's kind of pity that people don't really like AA games somehow. But it has been a good surprise.
If you just see one video, then play it for yourself, help the developer.
What now?
I can't help you from here.
I'll deal with it. Reinforcements!
Okay, so maybe we go up to easy. So at least have a little bit of fun. Did you take it?
I can't help you.
So I guess we'll be starting up here and clean up a little bit of all those points of interest and also the 2 hauntings we have here, plus available activities, and then we'll move on to the other sectors and do the same. And afterwards we will come back to the story. Weak points hit with rough rifle.
Also, I will try to get to cut the videos together for during the weekend, or maybe during the week if I can, and start to upload the parts individually. Also on the weekend I started Vision of Mana, that is kind of awesome. And has the same problem as this game. Not a lot of people played it, but somehow it's fun.
You're done. Have some of this.
Yeah, I feel like this. There are still not pushovers, but at least you are not fighting some of them and giving them 2-3 damage.
Piss off. It's like this spectral nest is just waiting for my intervention.
If you remember a few videos back, I think it was one of the spectral nests that we had. This one here is the Antlers one elite one, but we had one here. Yeah, this one where no matter what I tried, I only had like 2 damage or something like that on the enemies. And they were still just spawning and spawning and spawning. The fighting isn't interesting enough to continue like that, so let's just... continue on easy and see what the story is. I know some people might be disappointed because you all want people here who are heroes and play on hard and everything. I can't be bothered to do that.
Vector, get to the corpse. This isn't over yet.
Reinforcements! Stay put.
That rock. A letter from the dead, perhaps.
What the? Oh. Ho there! Would you happen to know why the bridge is up? Sir? Oh! Can people not stop murdering each other for one bloody minute?
And put us out of work?
I'd almost welcome the change at this point.
Come on. The body would have floated downstream.
Okay, so we have 1 point, 2 points. Where's the third point? Down there. Are we able to hit it? Oh, we are able to hit it from here. Okay. Try again.
Sharpshooter.
Years of practice. Away with you!
One valid point that I read in some reviews. They make sense now after Indiana Jones. I played Indiana Jones just a little bit of the air. Maybe I'll play it on the stream one day if it's calmer. Is that somehow the ghost hauntings, they are too linear. It would be nice if somehow they would have a way to have two or three different difficulties and have them a little bit like L.A. Noire, something like that. That you either have the way like this and you just progress, or that you don't have the points exactly where you have to go and you have to figure it out yourself. Check if the people are lying to you, check if the ghosts are telling the truth. And have more of an investigation into it. Would be fun. So you could keep it as a story for fighting, for people who don't like fighting, and still make it more
Watch out.
engaging for all the rest.
Spectre possession.
That much damage still.
Let's get back up.
Posers received in New Eden Town To be delivered to address likely found in or around Fort Jericho.
Letters for Fort Jericho.
There's your new job. Now you're a postman.
Not for me. Dangerous.
Let's see if we find anything with her. Okay, they can also possess people. Corpses. That's not good to know.
Dodge it if you can.
Sense the ripple of a past conversation. We may have found our victim. A very broken strongbox. Empty of its train band payroll.
Our messenger was also carrying money, and it's gone.
Who's there? Help me! Help me, please! I know you! You're the Scudder boy! Help me up! Help me up there! Come, boy! There's blood, but I'm not so badly hurt. What are you doing? Put that blade away, boy! No! No! No!
The rock didn't kill him, nor the water. The Scudder boy finished the job.
And robbed him blind.
A dead messenger, a missing payroll, and a single name.
Young Scudder didn't seem the type. Then again, they rarely do.
He left me hanging from a tree. He's definitely the type.
Whoa, okay. Yeah, let's see. If we have to backtrack like that all the time, maybe I'll just quickly finish the story. Yeah, there are lots of collectibles and still unknowns, so... Oof. I don't think we will 100% this game one way or another. Okay, which one is the house of the Scutter boy? This one here was front one. Yeah, we had this one in part 4, part 3. The blacksmith, right?
Haunted house.
Shall we?
Ah, that is better. That is better indeed. Ah, can't an honest man catch his breath in peace? Now, where were we?
Red McCraith, sir. Your friendly visiting banisher.
I met your companion in New Eden Town. Since then, sadly, things have not improved, right?
Might I be of help?
The man who killed the beast. I imagine you might.
I hope you're not about to tell me there's another one.
Oh, nothing like that. At least I hope not. No, my bodyguard is missing, and with recent events, no one here seems interested. It's not like Jane to leave unannounced, and I can't run the store without her.
What's the word around here? What's on your mind?
Getting the lay of the land and the people on it. Fine. What do you wish to know? And who do you wish to know about?
How are things? Any improvement?
Better, I suppose. Quieter since Kate Newsmith left camp. After the brave Banisher killed the beast, the sisters argued constantly. It was awful. So in a way, it was your fault.
Yeah, thank you. Saved your town.
Any thoughts about Kate, the younger Newsmith?
Ah,
Merry,
Kate
merry game as
Newsmith.
usual.
Like a young deer, wounded and wandering in the woods. It's bittersweet and beautiful, and I don't fancy her chances.
Any thoughts on Thickskin, the older Newsmith sister?
She does her job and does it well. She's worse off with her sister gone, though she'd never admit it.
Where to your mind might Jane have gone?
If I knew that, I'd tell you. I'm baffled. All these years, she's been nothing but loyal.
Tell me about Jane, if you would.
My partner Jane is proudly Pennacook. I doubt she'll tell her story to some white-skinned stranger. But if she does, she'll tell you the truth. The question is moot. She's not here. With the beast gone, Jane had the fidgets, but I never thought she'd abandon me. My mistake. She spent a lot of time in her cabin working on a map. Foolish of me not to realize she'd use it.
He's genuinely worried, but there's something else going on here. I wonder what it is.
Jane's map? What do you know about it? Where did it lead?
I must now break confidence and share a little of Jane's tale. You ever hear of the hummingbirds? The hummingbirds are mercenaries. They and Jane share a past. She has, for years, been hunting them. I suspect she found a new lead and chose not to tell me about it.
I should have a look in her quarters.
Her cabin stands facing the store. I'll not object to you searching it. She may feel differently.
Show me your wares.
You'll find what you need, I'm sure.
Stay put. I'll look around.
Please, and thank you.
Yeah, so after playing this one and starting Vision of Mana and also starting to go deeper inside of it, I felt a little bit strange. Maybe we are really starting to destroy the gaming industry a little bit ourselves. We have good games, people simply don't play them because they don't have big names, or they don't play them because they are not indie. Those not ill react fast. For we knew the sound of war, but we were too few. My father's face was red and scabbed, and he could not rise to face them. The hummingbirds flapped their wings and burned the tents with our elders inside. My father was among them. Most were too sick to fight, some ran, I fought. In the end, I was forced to yield. I counted the blades of grass as they put the chains upon me. I stink still of ash and gunpowder. I stink so long, the stink is mine.
When her people were sick, the mercenaries massacred them.
Of course they did. Cowards.
Paris. I heard there is a game to be had in the Indian summer grove near Sixkin's camp. I hear further that your Indian huntress is making good use of it. I wish to do the same. My map shows an old hunting tower that would well suit my purpose. Oblige me with passage that your native girl may leave me be, and I shall be grateful. Teddy Shepherd. Shepherd, if I catch sight or smell of you trespassing on my hunting grounds, I shall go to war. Jane.
She's very defensive about that particular patch of forest.
Like you with the blanket when the night is cold.
Paris is hiding something. Check the register in the safe key.
Jane doesn't trust her boss.
We should poke through the squire's books.
Yeah, because if you think about it, we are destroying Ubisoft because of some DEI things. So it was a company that did a lot of original stuff, and their latest games weren't great, but they weren't also that bad per se. They were buggy. Every company right now has buggy games. You have double A games that are good, but no one cares about them as long as you don't have any big streamer playing them. Indie games are the same. You have a lot of great indie games, but they will never show up as long as there isn't any big streamer playing them, showing them to people. As soon as that happens, they blow up. So we are kind of destroying an industry. Maybe it's also that we play a lot of people just play one game for years and years and years, like Fortnite, like Vanguard and everything. So you don't have to pay a game. You just use one game, play it till your fingers bleed, and then you have good games that fall behind. Boston, 27th June, 1692. Paris, my dear friend. After our numerous and assiduous examinations, I cannot conceal the unfortunate truth. Your health fades inexorably. I fear your days of blood mercantile expeditions are over. You must work less and work lighter. Knowing your tenacity, I must insist, for your own good, adjourn all voyages, and if you must travel, preserve yourself. Do not travel far without resting, and never travel alone. If you follow my advice, your chest pain and short breath might find remission. If you do not, you risk a quick aggravation, especially if vexed by life's annoyances. Time to put your feet up, my dear friend. You've earned it. Dr. Virtue Ayrton, Fellow of the Royal College of Physicians.
We're not opening that without a key.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
No keys here.
A finely forged silver key.
I wouldn't have kept a key here.
You probably would. There. The Squire's archives.
By order of the Right Worshipful Mayor Fiddle Marbury, it is hereby certified that the Indian slave named Jane, having ability sufficient to provide for herself, shall be indentured to Squire Sincere Paris for 7 years until she becomes a free subject. We have granted this certificate this 12th day of December in the year of our Lord 1690.
Squire Paris bought Jane's freedom, then hired her as his bodyguard.
That was generous of him.
Squire Paris Register. 1690, 27th of May. Acquired 24 bushels corn from Pennacook, sold 12 bushels corn for in Eden, New Eden, acquired 210 blankets from F. Beauverger, sold 210 blankets to Pennacook.
Paris had traded with the Pennacook, Jane's people.
He knew she had nowhere else to go.
Did he wish to help, or did he wish to profit? Right. We should talk to the Squire.
Yes.
Hummingbird mercenaries massacred Jane's people. She likely seeks revenge.
Ah, right.
You seem disappointed.
She should have told me the truth. I could have helped her.
You intended to help her take revenge?
I would have, gladly, if I were 20 years younger. These men, what poor Jane endured.
Perhaps she wanted to keep you out of it. What else can you tell me?
Jane had a cache of weapons in the woods, at the Fiery Grove, as she described it. I suppose she means that the trees there are autumn red.
Arms in the woods, red-leaved trees. Noted. Stay put. I'll look around.
Please, and thank you.
We must find Jane. Let's try this Fiery Grove.
Where is that Fiery Grove?
She means to kill the hummingbirds.
Hell of a mission for one person alone.
Sincere's attitude is definitely strange, and not only for his constant whining.
This would be a better book if it had pictures in. Better still if I knew how to read.
Who might you be?
Credence Scudder, sir. At your service, sir.
The boy is shrouded in spectral stains. There's a ghost at work here.
Scudder? Are you brother to beloved Scudder?
Oh, no, nothing like that. He's my cousin.
There are two Scudder boys.
And who are you? Your lordship?
I'm the Banisher, Red McCraith. And while I welcome your civility, you may call me Red.
The Banisher that saved us from the beast. You, your lordship, are a hero.
How are things going around here, Credence?
Well, you're asking me? That's so great. I don't know anything, but...
How fares the camp by your measure?
Very well, sir. Apart from the arguments and the complaining and the misery. But Kate is gone, and Thickskin leads, so perhaps things will get better.
What do you think of Kate?
I don't know. She's not very nice. Beloved knows her better than me.
What can you tell me of Thickskin Newsmith?
Oh, she's very brave, sir. A fine leader. She scares me.
She scares everyone.
Is your cousin around?
I've not seen him in a while. Maybe he's gone to the woods, the safe part. He does that.
What did he do in the woods?
Checking his traps, I suppose. Not that there's much game. I wish he wouldn't leave me.
A messenger went missing, and the trail leads here.
The trail? What kind of Oh, that kind of trail. Was he killed? Who killed him? Who could have... No. He couldn't have. He wouldn't. He couldn't. Would he? Did he?
By he, do you mean your cousin?
Beloved, aye. But he couldn't. He's nothing like that. He's a good un.
I'll need to search your house.
Yes. Yes. Of course. If you think it important.
I'll go take a look at your house now.
If there's anything I can do to help, I'm here.
By not pointing the finger, he pointed the finger. What does he know?
And backtrack again. Yeah, let's continue with the subject. People won't like me because of this, but if you look at it, every AAA game right now has been flawed. No matter if you take Elden Ring, if you take any game from Ubisoft or anything. They are poorly optimized. Elden Ring is one of the best games that ever came out. But you have a DLC that came out, a really good DLC that came out. It still stuttered on the 4090.
Jane's fiery
You still have
growth.
tried problems left
Let's
and
search
right.
around.
Ubisoft games. They need 6 months to be able to be good after they released. They are not per se bad games. They also had good games to this generation. You had Phoenix Rising that was really, really good. You had the few Assassin's Creed, especially Mirage. Gets back to the roots. It wasn't bad at all. But for a few years now, if you look at it, most games that come out are bugged. And we accept indie games to be
I
bugged
feel a draft.
because they're usually early access and so on. So in the end, we are just having a bad time in gaming in general. Of course, it was also the pandemic that didn't help. A lot of studios simply bought everything that they could, and afterwards they noticed that the hype and that you saw during the time that everyone was where everyone was at home went away as soon as the pandemic was gone. So you have thousands and thousands of people working for you. You have to pay millions in paychecks, but you know exactly that you will never get back anything that you invested. So we are in a bad place like right now that everyone gets fired. But then you have people that start to attack companies and they simply don't understand that people work. And the people who work on those projects, they do great jobs. The management is shit most of the time. And we make them pay for nothing.
Die, you bastard!
And we often believe people that sit at home, do their jobs, don't know at all how hard it is to program or anything, and they simply blame because a game publisher with a big name didn't make the game as good as it should be. But then another publisher does exactly the same mistakes and we accept it because, yeah, that publisher made 3 games that I liked. It's not fair. Why do we accept Cyberpunk that really was... On the PC it was good. I had a few T-poses. I had some quests that didn't work in the beginning and so on, but... It ran like dog shit. If you had it on consoles it was laughable how it ran. But we accepted it because it's CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red did The Witcher. The Witcher 2 was buggy when it started. The Witcher 3 was buggy when it came out. The games were always great, but we have to get used to it. Starfield, buggy.
This must be Jane's watchtower.
Also not good, but still. We are in a world right now where gaming
This isn't over
is getting
yet.
too expensive for a lot of companies to
I think I heard
take
the
risks.
sound of a gun.
And on the other hand, we start to feel too entitled to get exactly what we want from a game, without knowing that sometimes we ask 10 times too much from a company.
like a bloody target right now.
Because you see people now online, if it's not a Souls game, like, yeah, no, I won't play this game. This game is too easy for me. My Highness won't play this game. It's not a Souls game. Come on. You can't limit yourself to this.
This isn't
Those
over
are games. If you don't like it, don't play it. But you don't have to attack it just because it's not exactly what you want. And that's a big difference between the 90s and now. Also. We are too entitled. We think really every game that comes out has to be tailor-made for us. Newsflash. Doesn't need to be. Play the games that you like. If you don't like the main character because it's a girl or because it's a not good-looking girl, not good-looking guy, play the next game. You have hundreds of games every year coming out. Why do you need to attack anything just because it's not in your lane? Buy what you want. If you look at some videos of those DEI guys, it's just a joke. They just attack to attack. If you think about it, you wouldn't have Tomb Raider. We wouldn't have so many games if everyone would listen to the guys that behave like they behave right now. So just accept that everyone is different and accept that. Maybe one of those
Peaceful.
games you
No
will
wonder
like
she
it
kept it to
if you're just
herself.
tolerant enough to
A
accept
haven
that
where one can
everything is
mourn
different.
and scheme. I won't want to.
I'd have liked to have seen it with you.
I keep bringing up Dragon Age. Dragon Age, one of the best games if you look at the optimization. It ran well on every system. It did look good. The effects were great. If you switched on RTX and so on, it still ran good. Did a great job. A set of bloody silver rings, each engraved with the symbol of a hummingbird, collected by Jane.
Rings with engraved hummingbirds.
Had a
Jane is getting her revenge.
She'll likely not stop till the last one is dead.
The story could have been better. The way they handled Taj was miserable. But the game had a lot of good things. Great combat. Not for Dragon Age. Maybe for the evolution, if you
She's
look at
an
1,
artist.
2,
That makes her doubly dangerous.
and Inquisition. There was an evolution of
She suffers
really,
alone.
really
Reminds me of
tactical
me, but
combat. The second one
She
was attacked because it
glories in the
had
killing. You are not the same.
too much of an action combat. The third one was attacked because it was to be honest, it was an MMO in this as single player, and you had to also play online to get some stuff. Same as Mass Effect 3, had the same problem, same company, go figure, and came out around the same time. So yeah, what did you get? You get Dragon Age, even more action-oriented gameplay. Good action. Not what people wanted, I understand. But then you get to Taj, and as soon as she starts to speak, it's only just about that her mom doesn't accept her because she's a woman who doesn't identify as a woman and everything. You could write it in another way. It's too much on.
What do you think, my little
There is no
lovely
subtlety
friends?
anymore in these
Shall we
days.
shoot together in the woods? The lucky one shall taste the white man's blood, and oh, there shall be blood. And when it's done and my people are avenged, I shall fill the killer's hearts with whatever lead remains.
I don't remember the name of Tali's race in Mass Effect. But I remember how bad people reacted to it. Oh my god. Ah, it's a race that loves every race, no matter if it's a man or woman. It's a race that only are women. Oh my god, after 60 hours of gameplay there is a sex scene that takes 2 seconds. Fox News was burning the game on stakes because of that. People were attacking it left and right. Then you had one woman who played the game and said, "Hey, why are we blaming the game? Every movie that comes out is 10 times worse than the game." So it died down. What we do today is, it doesn't die down. People continue to attack it. Till to this day, you go and people still attack the game. Just because it's not in their ballpark. Just because it's not what they wanted. Just get over it. We are intelligent beings. Should be able to figure out that if it's not for me, I move on. I'll play what's for me. Go play Eve's butt. I don't have a PlayStation. I didn't play it. I think it's an awesome game. And as soon as it's out on PC, I will try to play it. And never forget, I will say it a million times, people work a lot. And people work a lot of overtime. They don't see their family or anything. Just because some managers have that idea. That it's exactly what we need. You won't attack your manager and say, "Hey, no, I don't want that. It's too DEI for me." You will get fired, you have a family. You can't feed your family. So you hunker down. You do your job. You do the best you can do to keep your job.
Jane tracked the mercenaries to the swamps.
Then that's where she's gone.
Jane means to take revenge and kill them all.
With the help of Squire Sincere Paris.
I don't blame her. She didn't start the bloodshed. Why shouldn't she finish it?
Let's go do a little scouting.
Yeah.